Let's just imagine Joseph is tied to the camel, he's walking away in the distance, and the brothers are sitting around the campfire or whatever. And I apologize, my microphone's just coming on. And so they're dividing up the money. They're like, so what are we going to tell Dad? Have you ever asked that question? Right? I know you guys have. All right. So, because now they've got a secret. They have something to hide. And you know what I've learned? I've learned that a secret is a lie waiting to be born. A secret is a lie waiting to be born. Watch how this works. Watch. Okay. So the brothers are hanging around the fire, right? And they say, okay, what are we going to tell Dad? So maybe their first plan, and this is not in the Bible, I'm just making all this up, but you can imagine with me, right? So maybe their first plan is, well, let's just tell Dad that he never showed up. Okay, well, all right, that sounds like a good plan. Maybe he never showed up. And then, what's going to happen? When they get back, Dad's going to send them all over the countryside looking for the kid that's never going to show up because he's never coming back. And so their brothers are like, yeah, that would kind of stink, right? We're going to end up searching all over the desert for him for months, and well, and Dad will make us look for forever. And so I'm thinking, okay, that's a bad plan. We need a better plan. All right, so then their next plan is, let's take that robe, that sign of Dad's favoritism that he gave to Joseph, that colorful robe, and we'll kill a goat, and we'll dip the robe in blood, and then we'll tell Dad that like a lion or something ate it. And they're like, yeah, that's a good plan. This is a good plan, right? So the lies are just spewing out because they have a secret to protect. When you have a secret, you're going to protect that secret at all costs. You're going to lie. You can count on it. And so look what happens when they get back. Look what happens. It's just really tragic. So they get back and they tell their dad the story. It's in Genesis 37:35. And it says, all his sons and daughters tried to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. No, he said, I will go down to Sheol to my son mourning. And his father wept for him. Can you imagine that kind of weeping? This was not, a couple tears. What Joseph was saying, when he said, I'll go down to Sheol, that was their word for like the place you go when you die. And what he's saying is, the rest of my life I'm going to cry for my son. And his sons and daughters saw this. They saw his pain. And you know what was so tragic? I don't know about the daughters, but I guarantee you the sons knew exactly what happened to Joseph. And their lies was causing their father this great pain. And it says the sons tried to comfort their father. Can you imagine that? You're giving your dad a hug, he's crying, you're like, Dad, it's going to be okay, and I'm sure God can use this. And then in your heart, you know that every word you're speaking is a lie. Wow, that really stinks, doesn't it? You can't even comfort your own father because you're lying so much that you're a slave to your lies because of this secret that's in your life. And that's how it works, isn't it? That's how it works. See, Jesus said, anyone who sins is a slave to sin. You want to be a slave to your lies? Get these secrets going, you start piling them on. Before long, it's not your life anymore. You're a slave to that thing. And there's only one way out. Apostle Paul said, he was talking about the armor of God. Put on the full armor of God. You remember there was a belt thing? You remember what that was? Belt of truth. You are living under the slavery of protecting your secret at all costs. Can I tell you, Jesus Christ is here to set you free from that slavery, and it starts with you telling the truth.